Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen. I'm in zone 9B. Today we're going to do a quick tour. What's going on, what has started to sprout, where I dropped some seeds at recently, and what I did last night. So I just got in from my run this morning and I thought I'd come outside, just take a look at everything. Plus I need to write a list of to-dos, and I kind of see more. I don't know, when I'm taking my time doing like these videos with you all, I can kind of see like, I need to be doing that, okay? And then you all hold me accountable. So I don't know where we're going to start. I guess we'll start on Greenstalk Road to see what's going on. They actually look really good. I cannot complain. They look like they are really in full transition to our fall winter like vegetables. So you know we're in Texas, so this zone 9B for some other people is like the beginning of summer. So today's high, I don't know what today's high is, but I know this morning was like 60 degrees or something. I just got this on because I'm really still sweaty from running, and I just put this on because I was in the grocery store, and y'all know how it is when you're cold in the grocery store. That's why I had this on. So this might come off in the middle of us filming, just so you know. But anyway, so we're still having like 70 something days, close to 80. I think a couple times last week it was like 80 to 83. Still like warmer, right? So we still have tomatoes, yet we have mustards, collards, and cabbage. It's crazy. We still have peppers. Yeah. It's just that the peppers and the tomatoes are having a time of turning. Now, I did harvest a few tomatoes yesterday, which I was surprised. Like 10 of those little cherry tomatoes, surprised. And that they actually really turn. So I'm going to leave them be. I'm not going to pull those. And I know originally I said when we come back, I was going to pull those. We're not. Let them stay. Let them do their thing. And in the meantime, in between time, let's go ahead and get to this garden tour. It's fall, y'all. All right, so starting with Greenstalk Road, we all know I have these Chinese cabbages growing, which are beautiful. I have broccoli growing, which looks amazing. Let me show y'all. Oh my God, the broccoli looks so good. And these are not on spinners, so I can't just really spin these around like I want to. I will one day though. But everything looks really good on here. We still have mint and we still have short growing. I'll make sure that as I'm talking about these, we put in some footage so you can actually see around all of the towers. But these look really good. I have no complaints. We still have flowers like coming through, growing at the top. And y'all know I love flowers at the top of my towers. They just look beautiful to me. And I'm just so excited about these Chinese cabbages. I just did not think that they were going to really grow. So I'm hoping they head up really nicely. You know, we shall see. This next tower is one of my favorite towers because it does have the cabbage, the Chinese cabbage. It has the broccoli. It has bok choy. I just feel like it has all the big, beautiful green leaves. That with the backdrop of the green from the green stalk just looks so good to me. This actually probably needs to be pulled. This last zucchini, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it. Got nematodes on it. And then let this pocket rest, and then we'll start filling these pockets up really soon. But it also has onions that are starting to flower. So I just been grabbing all of the flowers, getting the seeds, grabbing the seeds, and saving them for, like, you know, basically spring next year, whatever. But everything looks good. Even the red leaf down there, lettuce. Oh my God, y'all, this looks amazing. I love this tower. And like I said before, I think it's just the green on green. And this is like one of the original colors. This tower doesn't look as full, and it's probably because it has tomatoes and it has peppers still growing. I mean, I literally still have these hot, spicy peppers still growing on here, y'all. And here we are in November. This is so funny. I see everybody else's garden. You know, you kind of get like, when you see everybody else's garden and they have like big, huge, beautiful, like cabbages and mustards and collards like everywhere. And I'm like, girl, the temperatures are so crazy here. But yeah, we still have like bushels of tomatoes growing, and the chamomile looks so freaking good. I can't wait for it to start doing this thing. But the yellow shard is showing out, and I love this tower too. It's just something about those big green leaves against the green stalks, for sure, the green color. So today on my list, I am pulling out, like, I'm trying not to step on that, and y'all know I'm over here in the flower bed. I am pulling out these old basils that have completely died back. Just trying to make sure I take care of these big, beautiful green leaves. Look how beautiful this is. This is a green stalk. Like, you can grow what you grow in those beds when it comes to these big leaves in a green stalk. This is gorgeous. Look how big it is. This is my hand. This is huge. I love this. So yeah, definitely check out the green stalks if you're interested. I have a link in my description box and the pinned comment. But these look really good. My mint is still growing. I think my mint is starting to struggle just a little bit on here, but we've been, you know, nipping it back, drying it. If you have been watching, you've been seeing me dry my herbs and use them, whether for tinctures, for tea herbs, or for just making salts or whatever, or just like a herbal mixture for when we're cooking. And yeah, so make sure you are using what you're growing. All right, so this is Greenstalk roll. This is the last one, and this one doesn't look as full like at the other pockets, because once again, these are the ones we took the tomatoes out of. We had a ton of tomatoes growing over here. We still got like some beautiful tomatoes growing, but they're not really empty because they have seeds in them, or they have these tiny, tiny starts in them, so they don't look as luscious and as big as the other ones. But this one is about to be spent around today. It's time to turn the towers around, so we'll spin them. But for the most part, there's only like one plant on here I'll probably pull out, and it's a tomato that's along the back. But the mint looks gorgeous back here. And there's a broccoli growing, so we'll take it for sure. So for this area right here, it doesn't look that great because it's like overgrown. The actual arch, you can see it leaning, it's old, it's broken. I think the only thing holding it up is this blackberry vine here, and it's just steady growing and steady growing. So let me put this up here. Yeah, it is steady growing. So on one side we have blackberry, on the other side is jasmine, and they've been growing for about 3 years now, and I get a lot of really pretty blackberries when they do grow. And yeah, so this area, it was a, what do you call that, goji berry. I moved it last night. This area right here, this whole big huge walkway is, well, side of my fence is a flower bed. I took my ruella that was in my pots over there, kind of split them up, and they have since multiplied, and they go all the way down. So we have ruella, we have some floss flowers, we have zinnia, we have I can't think, my mind is blank. Yeah, we have a lot growing on over here. And then we have some flowers that popped up recently that I don't even know what they are, and I can't wait to see them bloom. And a lot of this that is popping up, that's the smaller or other like random flowers, came originally from a seed packet from Dollar Tree. It was a perennial packet that you shake. And so some of this stuff just keeps growing back. But you see how tall this is? This would be perfect for privacy if you want to just plant ruella along a fence. It gets tall, y'all. And they have them in white. They have them, I think, maybe pink, but I know white and purple for sure, because I love the purple. This area behind me is a mess, I know, y'all, but we were out here last night. I cut the yard. I cleaned up a bunch of stuff because the goal for next year, because I do have a plan for like eventually moving, and so I want to go towards container gardening and stop planting in ground so much, so when it's time to, you know, pack up and go, move around, we're able to move around without having to worry about all this stuff in like beds and ground. So right now it's a mess, but I'm going to show you something. I went ahead and you'll see all these buckets that got the holes in them that were cracked. I moved the trees yesterday. Y'all be surprised. I did some work last night. Let me show you what's going on over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the cover off. I did not stretch or anything after I ran. I just got in the car. You know how you start moving after. Oh man, I broke this thing. It's broken, but it's all good. It'll still work. It's just broke. I need to zip tie this, or does it go down like this? I think it go like this. Oh, Helen. I'm gonna have to zip tie this. I'll zip tie it later. Alright, so here we have some greens that are growing. They are beautiful, y'all, and we have carrots popping up. I'm probably gonna move y'all along the other side so y'all can see. Alright. All right, so let me use my little pointer. I have a pointer stick. All right, so all these broccolis, they look amazing. Everything looks good. This particular plant right here is actually a collard. It's just over here by these broccolis. So I'm going to, is this another one down here? See, like this one is being crowded out. So some of these will have to be moved so they can grow and we can see them. So I'm going to do that today. Let me throw this in a pan over here. Let me step over the water spout. But back here we have like a couple things growing that's underneath things. And so I want to make sure everything has, you know, enough room to grow for sure. But we have broccoli and mustards in this one. And then here's another small one right here in the back, y'all. This is crazy. I didn't even know this is back here. Here's another one. So we got 2 plants we can move. All right, so we have these going on, and then down here we have radish down here, random flowers. We have some dinosaur kale back here, some carrots popping up here, and more looks like leafy. That's arugula. This is arugula. I thought I moved all the arugula, but anyway, we have arugula. So, and then these right here are those garlic scapes. They just multiply, and I don't mind them multiplying because hopefully they help, you know, to ward off pests in this bed. So this will probably be the last time we grow in this bed, because I'm not sure what's going to happen next year, and I want to probably just transfer all this soil to probably some more Greenstalks or even the VegoGarden Easy Cube. So yeah, let me go ahead and cover this back up, and then I'll move these 2 plants real quick, and then we'll get started on the container that's behind me. This was supposed to be like an experimental bed. This was supposed to tell me what was my favorite mustard, basically. It was the Florida broadleaf. It was the, I can't think of the other name. I had 3 different mustards in here, and unfortunately, one died back. This one has lasted, the Florida broadleaf. I don't know if y'all can see that one, but the one over here died back, and then I just planted some other seeds of some other mustards and what is this? Turnips in here. We'll just see as the temperatures cool off how things go. But I like the big leaf. I just think they're not as full. I think the broadleaf doesn't get really full, or maybe it's just not getting full. Girl, it's a whole nother one right under here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to move this one too. I'm gonna move this one too. So I had just dropped a bunch of seeds down here, and this is what happened when you drop a bunch of seeds. So, there's space over here. Child, let me just drop this right here, even though I know I'm probably moving seeds. All right, so that's that. I've supposed to just been doing a tour, not getting my hands dirty. Right now, I'm just kind of keeping things covered. I don't think it really needs it right now. The way the sun comes and goes so quickly. The sun is so different now that we have daylight savings, which I still don't understand that. That's crazy. My goji berry looks horrible. It's going to probably be in this pot today. But let me show you what they look like. I normally take them. I know they're kind of sour and a lot of people don't like them. If you dry them out or whatever and throw them in a jar, I put them in like a sweet oatmeal. You won't even know that they're sour and whatever, but they're good for you. So this needs to be like basically chopped back, taken care of, and it will be. That's what I'm doing. I'm going through all my fruit trees and just taking care of all of them. You see, it's just, yeah, they do multiply too. So, and you want them to. You just want to make sure you grab these because you don't want them, you know, to go bad on you and attract bugs. So I'm just going to grab a few and toss them inside. I have like a little jar of some dried ones already. I just throw them on a mat when I get ready to dry everything else. But yeah, if you eat them like these, honey, they look like jelly beans, but they don't taste like it. So these are just some pots. These are some pots. I need to slow it down. What I'm going to do eventually probably is take this out of this pot. I'd rather it be in a different type of pot. Right now, that's all I have, those fake wood barrel. They're plastic pots, but this is where my mint is. I have 2 of these pots, and every year the mint comes back like vigorously. I love it. So there are seeds on here now. So really, I don't even save the seeds. I literally just take the plant as the seeds dry, and I just drop them, and then they'll eventually catch on next year and they'll come through. And so I'll trim all this back once I take these seeds off like this, and make sure you put them on the inside. You don't want this in your grass, because baby, good luck with that. So yeah, I'm gonna take all this, and then you just put it back in there. I'll trim all this back, and it'll come back big and fluffy again next year. So we still have a bunch of rosemary. You saw me use the rosemary for the salt, and I told you I was gonna come back out here and cut some more. So I probably will cut some more. I feel like the more you cut it, it just get bushier, and I would rather have the nice heavy pots than the plastic out here. We talked about that before, but yeah, I know this stuff ain't cheap. I find my pots at like thrifted or on the side of the road or something like that. That's kind of like how I find these pots. It never fails. Someone's always throwing out a really nice pot. They don't really know what to do with it, and I don't really care what color it is. I just like the nicer clay pots or the nicer ceramic pots. All right, so this is a planter that was gifted to me, okay? And when I first got it, I planted and I grew just a little bit. I didn't really know how to use it. I was trying to use it. I did somewhat okay, and then the summer came and everything just kind of like died on me, and I realized I had the wrong soil blend. I just didn't take care of it right, and I wasn't watering correctly. So I still haven't bought the red wigglers or whatever that goes in here, but we still put paper towel rolls. We put scraps in here. Somehow, some way they break down because we still do it all the time. So inside of here, you can compost. Yeah, so we have eggshells. They throw eggshells in here and everything. You can compost. You can collect worm castings. And you can collect the water at the bottom as you water and just pour it right back on top. So the goal for this planter right here is to have carrots at the top. Okay, it's wet. We still got we got a few little carrots popping up. But recently I planted carrot seeds. So, okay. We have lettuce, green onions, because I showed y'all in the short how I bought green onions. Like, it's been like a couple weeks, and took the bottoms and plopped them in here. I have lettuce growing here. I have kale. This actually looks like a turnip down here, but anyway, I have kale down here and more lettuce. Now, when I had the lettuce starts left over from when we planted out in the Greenstalk, I planted some here. And I just wanted to see, like, you know, how does lettuce grow here compared to the Greenstalk. These are, like, very expensive. These are those, this is something you invest in, right? This is something you have on your patio, small spaces. What do you call that area with, like, your sunroom, stuff like that? Where I feel like you can go inside out. Like, I feel like this can go in a sunroom. I feel like those Greenstalks too. And this has 50 pockets plus like this surface area up here, and the pockets are smaller than a Greenstalk. So for me, I feel like when it comes to the root system of the larger plants, they might not have as much room. I feel like this is for shorter roots, unless you're gonna do deep roots, skip a space for shorter, deep roots, skip a space, you know what I mean, skip a row down. But for right now, the lettuce looks really good. The cilantro is coming back because, like I told y'all, it had been warm. And the cilantro was like, I'll pass. I'm not about to grow. But it's coming along, so I can't complain. Everything looks good, and I'm excited to see what's going on. And I noticed, like, just in this pocket, there's 3 starts here. So something's working. Something's going on. I just really want this whole top to be carrots. So look how pretty this kale is. I didn't even see this. So we shall see, right? We shall see. All right, so if you don't know, now you know. VegoGarden is having an amazing warehouse sale right now on a lot of their products. So you might see me create a short today because I'm going to talk about the Easy Cube and share with my followers on TikTok and Instagram, because there is a sale going on, and I think that when it comes to investing in something that's going to grow, something you don't have to water all the time, something that is sturdy, good quality material, helps to protect from bugs, I don't know. It's all the things. Y'all, this is, I love this thing. I just love it. I just love this part too. Like, I feel like, and I showed you all, I think it was a short where I said, I took this out for a week and came back and there was those bugs all throughout my peppers. The whole time I had it on, not a bug on my peppers. Like, that's crazy. And my peppers looked amazing this year in here. Now I know I can grow more in here when it comes to peppers because I didn't want to overcrowd them. I can overcrowd them in here, so I don't even care anymore. So this is perfect for those areas. Well, I think we're all having bug issues, especially during the summer or whatever. From now on, I'm going to grow my, what do you call it? My zucchini in here next year. That way, I'm gonna see if I can avoid the bug issue. Start my starts, put them in here, and go from there. So right now, I had these tiny starts that were in my seed trays, and I'm trying to clean up my pantry, y'all, and get that stuff out of there. So I just kind of dropped them in here just to see if they would, you know, pep up or whatever, and they have. So I'll give you a close-up of that for sure. It's just a few in here. I think some of them are like cabbage or something, and I didn't want to overcrowd nothing. I just want to see what it looks like, and then I'm going to go through and drop a bunch of seeds for probably carrots or maybe, what did I say I wanted to do? Beets. So that's what I want to put in here. But I did put a few starts in here, and then we're going to sprinkle some seeds for beets, and hopefully we have us a really nice beet harvest next year because I've been really enjoying juicing beets. That is so good to me, y'all. The juice beets with like the apple and the ginger. Oh my God, it is so delicious. So yeah, that's what this looks like. So let's move on over to this beautiful, beautiful, is she cute? Greenstalk. All right, so this Greenstalk, excuse the ground, y'all. I'm trying to build up the soil over here. That I don't know what happened with the storms and the soil rolling away. It just rolled right on away. All right, the topsoil. So this one right here has a bunch of these green onion starts, or green onions I cut back and tossed in here. So basically for every pocket that had lettuce, I just tossed some green onions in with it because I figured the pockets were so big and deep. Lettuce only, you know, gonna get so big and so long in root system. So I figured they can go together. So I'm basically growing 2 plants in each pocket instead of growing 1. Some of these I'm growing more than 2 plants, like this one has 3, because when it comes to arugula, I can grow like 3 arugulas in here and maybe an onion or something like that. So I have some chard going over here. I have some bok choy, and I think in a couple of these pockets we put some turnip seeds. We'll see if they grow or not. We do have a few empty pockets on here. Yeah, we have a few empty pockets on here. So, yeah, and at the top, of course, is my beautiful, beautiful flowers. I love flowers, y'all. I just love flowers. Yeah, this is going to be a really pretty tower, actually. I wonder if I can just spin it this way. I'm so tired and sore. All right, I'm just spinning it because I like for it to get the sun all the way around. So I feel like we have quite a bit growing. I just feel like it's just all over the place. So whereas you see other people's garden, they might have like a row of collards or a row of bok choy or a row of something. I feel like I just planted stuff everywhere in every pocket and nothing is uniform. This is editing me. Never in my many years of filming in my backyard have I experienced 6 planes in 30 minutes. I don't know what's going on. It's loud. I promise to get the microphone out, fix it, so we can get that backdrop noise out of the way. I'm sorry, y'all. So sorry. At all. Wow. But it's all good. We got planes, y'all. We got cars, school buses. All right, so we have the Ruby Perfect, and then I forget the name of this one. I don't even know if we have a tag for this one here. We might have a tag. No, that's not that. Oh well, they're all like purple cabbages or red cabbages. I don't know how you want to call it, but I think it's like Ruby Perfection are these, and then we have this beautiful one. So I'm hoping that they head up, and they're beautiful like we had before. Last year we had a container of those mini head cabbages that was so cute to me. I loved it. This is the VegoGarden food cube. I want to say this is more like those who either you just want to grow on these and then that's it, because they're definitely an investment, or maybe I've seen businesses use these and they line them up and they're covered and they grow in here because the roots try to reach down to the water. The first top layer of, let's just say 10 inches or so, is soil, and then that whole bottom area of a good 5 inches down below, 4 or 5, that's water. And so I feed it through the whole the Alaskan fish fertilizer, so that it can get that from the bottom. And yeah, I don't know, I love these are really good. I think these are like lifetime containers. They remind me of like big huge tubs or whatever. I remember when I first put it together, I showed a picture of Christopher sitting in it. It's crazy. Like, these are really big and they're just really good quality. The way you feed them, the way the water attaches from one to the other, and they're just heavy, y'all. They are so good, and I would suggest this to anybody who wants to have something that's like lifetime. You know what I'm saying? For me, in my opinion, this is like a lifetime. They ain't going nowhere. So we harvested the basil. After we did the basil, we dried some of the basil and we made a basil salt. If you missed that video, definitely check it down in the description, or just go back a video too, and you'll see where we made some basil salt as well as a rosemary salt. Y'all, these kids go through this stuff so much, so fast. But we did end up making the baked potatoes, like I said, with the broccoli, and we end up using the basil salt. Y'all, this was so good. So we're gonna harvest more of this because I want to get it before it starts to freeze. So I'm gonna just do a big huge chop and harvest all that, and go ahead and make the salt. Now over here, some little tiny starts. You're not gonna be able to see them. They're really small. They are peeking through. Yeah, they're peeking through. That's the one thing about, using seeds, or just starting like the small starts or whatever. It takes time, and they're not like the starts from the store where you just pop them in there and go about your business. And I feel like I like buying the starts from like my people, because they have like these varieties that I just don't see or don't know about, right? The enchanted forest. However, I feel like when I grow from them, they grow decent. Like, they grow decent size. I have no problem. When I grow mustards, collards, or like that bok choy or pak choy and all that from a seed, girl, they get huge. They get big. I'm going to show you one over here. They get big and like really quickly. So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, probably because I put so much love and care in starting it. But today is my watering day, so I'll be out here feeding all this stuff y'all see. And then lastly, on this side is a Greenstalk that I purchased during the warehouse, and this one has garlic in it. Now, I'm not sure, but I want to say I was supposed to cut that garlic back once it started sprouting. I don't remember, y'all. Am I supposed to cut this back and then let the cold temps hit it and then it grows again? I can't remember. Either way, almost every pocket has sprouted. Yeah, so hold on. Let me put this back. Let's do it like this. So I'm just gonna spin it around. But there's only 1, 2, 3. The pockets at the bottom, there's only like 3 or 4 pockets that have not sprouted. Everything basically has sprouted on here, and it looks good. So I'm excited about that. Some of that is kitchen garlic, and that's that purple garlic with the heart neck in the middle, where I froze for a while and kind of let do it in here. And then there is the one I actually bought from Enchanted Forest. Alright, so let's go ahead and make it over to the orchard area so y'all can see what I did. Y'all see this pear tree? Y'all remember we cut her all the way down? she is so full, like in body now. So I'm gonna keep trying to trim her and just keep her body full. I'm gonna try to do it like a, like a ball. So I need to come out here and do that. I'll probably do that tonight. I just said I was gonna trim a bunch of stuff, so that might be one that we kind of like make a ball out of. I don't know. I just don't want it to get too big because, honey, that 20-foot and climbing ladders to cut stuff, I don't want to do that next year. Welcome to the orchard area. The word that I have difficult saying. Welcome to my orchard area. And this is where I originally wanted all these beautiful like fruit trees to grow in this area. I realized that one of my trees that died is an apple tree, so the other apple tree probably will not produce until I get another one because they need a what? Mate. Okay, so we shall see. But for right now, I wanted this area to look really nice. So what I did was I took 2 of the Greenstalks and put them here. I put this here that I've had for years. It's a planter. It came from Walmart. It's about $100 or so, and 140. This crazy. So basically, I think this is originally $140. I got it on clearance. Y'all know that. But this one thing is basically the price of one of these. You know what I mean? Like, what? I can grow more in this. Now that I know better, we'll do better. But anyway, I have this. I thought it would be beautiful to have like flowers in the front for pollinators. And then maybe the green stalks here with flowers and food growing. And then all your beautiful trees like over here full of fruit. That's what I was thinking. And man, if I had land, that's how it would be. It would be like green stalks in a row. And then every other, like between them, it would be like trees growing with fruit. That's what I would do. And then I would plant marigolds around a tree or zinnias around a tree to create, for pollinators. And I would just have this beautiful area. But this is what we have for right now. And I still love it. So here is a close-up of this green stalk. Look how beautiful this purple green stalk is, y'all. This color is so pretty. I think it's called blackberry. So we have our broccoli growing here. So excited about that. Now these, luckily enough, are on spinners. I do need to buy some spinners. Hopefully they're going to sell, y'all, for the holidays. I need some spinners. And then we have some lemon balm, which will be harvested really soon because I need this for my tea. Yes, y'all know lemon balm is a sleepy tea. We do have some stevia that has started to seed. The rosemary looks, okay. Cilantro, we cut off for this like every other day, so it's struggling. It really wants us to leave it alone. And then we're more lemon balm and more lemongrass. So, yeah, I love this tower too. At the top, we have some little seedlings popping through. But I'm excited about these towers for the fall and winter. I think they're going to be beautiful, growing all these big green leaves. So, and the broccoli, so we shall see. So we just talked about this and how big and beautiful the bok choys are when I plant them like with seed from seed or whatever. Yeah, loving them. This pocket right here, this planter, this green stalk right here, it's coming along. It just has a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We have the regular chard in here as well. Y'all call it chard. I always say chard. Yeah, so we have some that's growing. And then we have green onions, another pat choy or bok choy. It's probably bok choy down there. That's seeded, and they're coming through. Yeah, everything's coming through. This sage down here is gorgeous. So I was hoping to fill out just a little bit more because I like to make sage bundles for burning. So yeah, we'll see. But this one and that one on the other side, girl, these are gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I'm hot. It's getting hot out here. I'm going to take this off. So anyway, let's let the airplane pass. We gotta get this off. It's hot. Stop. I was struggling for a second. That sun came through and it got hot. All right, so yesterday, last night in the dark, okay, because I was gonna film, but it was dark. I went through, you remember we had all the black buckets. Well, the black buckets have cracked. There's holes in them. I don't know why. And I just decided to switch out the trees to the red pots because they're not cracked. They just need to be washed and painted. And maybe I'll just, wash them on the outside, scrub them down, and just paint them. Maybe that's what we'll do. But for right now, I moved these. So we now have the persimmon here. We have a lime there. We did this one together recently with the VegoGarden. planter, which is for your citrus and fruit trees, your smaller fruit, but your citrus trees. And so we went ahead and put the plum pot here. And since then, girl, I got like green coming off of here. Like what? Like it has it. I guess it's just like thank you for doing what you're supposed to been did. So I did. I didn't do anything to these. There's one more over there in a black bucket, and we'll take that one out soon. So I'll come out here one day, and I will wash these real good, soap and water, sand them, and just paint them like blue or something. I don't know. They're probably blue. We'll see. Maybe we'll paint them like yeah, probably the blue color. I don't know. We'll see. I almost forgot to show y'all what I did on the porch. So I went ahead and put the second one together because remember these come two in a pack. These are also on sale with the VegoGarden sale that's going on right now. Just click the VegoGarden link in my link tree and look at everything that's on sale. So as you see here, we took a lot of the soil out of here because a friend of mine was telling me about the soil she used for her strawberries. And remember I told y'all I wanted strawberries up here. So we're going to redo this with better soil for the strawberries, right? And I'm just covering this up. I got to make sure all the roots are covered. I'm still transporting soil over here, by the way. But anyway, this is the pomegranate. And I know they can get pretty big. We're going to try to keep all of the fruit, like trees and stuff, to a minimum. So it does need to be cut back. And we'll cut it and prune it so that it's like no more than like 5 feet, right? 4 foot. And it's just up here because I wanted to see how it did with me putting water on a cement surface, right? When it was level. Because remember in the back, I kept saying the water rolls out. So I still don't understand that meter back here. But I know it's, listen, I know it's wet. Like we know it's wet because I watered it. So now that I've watered it, I can go back now and add more water to make sure that the bottom tray is filled. But y'all, I love these. I guess I just like the way they look too. They look good. And I feel like they're going to hold the moisture for me. I can spin them, roll them. If I need to, I can take it, do a little ramp thing, put it in the garage. You know what I'm saying? But this is on our to-do list for our projects. So these, like the tarragon, there is some sage here. Let me do this. Let me just put some soil around it for right now because I'm not going to move this today. Sorry, I had to clean my camera. So these will be moved, the oregano, sage, and tarragon today. But we're going to go ahead and use the soil in other ways and get better soil in here so that when we have our strawberries, they can, I don't know, I feel like this soil is a little clumpy. It wasn't good for, it wasn't draining properly. I'm going to tell y'all that. We did get peppers and a couple of tomatoes, but not like I thought we would. But then again, that was the end of summer. So y'all know how that is. We still got some onions in here, but you see what I'm saying? They kind of rock like. You see this? We don't want that. We want better soil, so we're going to get better soil. And we're going to get ready for our strawberries. I'm so excited. Shout out to VegoGarden because they have really hooked me up this year with some wonderful, wonderful tools to be successful in my garden. All right, y'all. So I don't know if this is the last season for these. I know my friend has some like this, and we have taken the soil out, throw them on the tarp, and moved them. So we know these can be moved. So I will probably grow in these until it's time for me to move or whatever. But those other two, I think I'm not going to grow in. I think I'm just going to eventually just take that soil out, move that stuff around, and then just stay growing in these two that's back here. So it's one on this side, one on the other. All right, so right now we just have some garlic in here. I did drop carrot seeds and a bunch of like green leafy stuff, like spinach and stuff like that. So I see some stuff popping through. So I'm excited about that. That means things are growing. And this is where I throw like my coffee grinds, my juice pulp. It's all up underneath there. So yeah, but you don't really see too much right now growing, but there is something growing in here, and I'm excited because this will be like spring harvest, you know, type of thing. All right, so this is another area that we planned out together where we moved the tunnel here. So this tunnel is actually the frame for a greenhouse. And I just feel like we don't need a greenhouse in Texas. We don't need that. If anything, if I want to save something, well, most of the stuff I'm going to grow is going to do well if we get freezing temps. It's going to just make those leaves sweeter, better, whatever. However, if it's something I think I need to save, we'll just put them in the garage if it's something I need to save. So what I planned originally was to have the pink green stalks here, the tunnel here, maybe growing with grapes, maybe growing with like something that vines, whatever, whatever. That was the goal. So if I do that next year, like the pole beans or something that climbs, I'm not doing the loofah, but something that climbs, it'll be in a pot and it'll just climb. Because like the grapes are in the pot right now, and that way as they climb, I can cut this back and take it with me. The goal for me right now is for everything to be in something that can be moved. That's just period. Everything from now on. All right, so we do have some kale and arugula in here, and along this area there's some seeds in here for like lettuce that's popping up. So if you remember, we put some lettuce starts in these. It's along the back right now, and so they're coming through. But I wanted some lettuce like already grown. What do you call it? Succession planting. And then some from seed, so we can gradually, just continuously have lettuce. So let me show you the other tower. This might be a better look, but you see how the lettuce looks? It looks really good. This is this hibiscus in a way, but everything looks so good. It looks amazing. And these also have seeds in all the empty pockets. So hopefully while this is growing and we're cutting, the lettuce down below will come behind it. So that's what we're hoping to have. And since we're talking about the hibiscus, let's just go ahead and get to it. Unfortunately, this year, I had 2 hibiscus, big, huge plants growing. And the goal was for me to have one for my family, for us to dry, for either teas or whatever we're doing, candy some, make jam, and to have some for like, our cold drinks, right? And it died. It was huge. Y'all, it died on me. So anyway, it's all good. So then that's why I'm grateful to have the second one, which was for friends, family, and whoever. But it's for us now because we need it. So anyway, I did dry some more. I have like 2 jars now. Originally, I wanted 2 gallons worth, but we've been like eating them. We've been making those beautiful like mint teas with them. Oh my God, it tastes like punch, right? I'm probably gonna have Penny grab some of these off the planner for me today, or I'll come out here if I have time. If I have time today, I'm gonna come out here and grab some more of them. Oh, speaking of the hibiscus, so I've already put the seeds in a seed pack. I've already put the loofah seeds in a seed pack, and I think I've mailed off 10 envelopes already. So if you're interested in those seeds, want to know more about those seeds or whatever, you can just email me. The email is in my description, as well as the my P.O. box. So if you want to just do a trade-off, you want to share some seeds with me, I can share some seeds with you. I would love to do that. I already have someone sending me some seeds, and I'm excited about it, and I sent her some. So this will be pretty cool to grow. If you've never grown it, you need to start early. It needs a lot of heat. It loves the heat. Okay, just like okra, same family. It loves the heat. Give it to it. Just water it. Love on it. It's gonna give you back love. Second, this is one of my favorite things in a garden. Every time I look out my window, when it's windy, this is just spinning. It is so beautiful. Like when it spins, it is so pretty, y'all. I love this. They're supposed to send me another wind spinner, but I just wanted to share this with you all because someone asked me about this wind spinner. I need to find the link and put it in the description because I can't really access that other email. But anyway, I need to find a link so I can put it in there so y'all can get your hands on one of these. It's so beautiful to see like little structures in your garden. Like some people do like pots or figures like elephants and stuff like that. I think I'm a wind spinner girl. I think I am. This is my 3rd one. So yeah, I don't know. Wind spinner and wind chimes. I love wind chimes. Oh my God, I love wind chimes. All right, so this is kind of like a better look at the hibiscus and how big it is now. It's starting to slow down a little bit. So it's still quite a bit on here. It's just not producing as much as it was because, like I said, the temperatures are changing. We probably got another 3 harvests on here or more. If we have more, there's going to be smaller harvests. But yeah, I've already started drying out some more seeds. So hopefully I'll have some more seeds for you all. They're just drying out right now. So yeah, I love it. This is one of my favorite things to grow, I think now. I don't know, between the cucumbers and the hibiscus and the mustard collards, oh, and broccoli. Well, I like it. You know what? I like growing everything. So I like growing peppers and tomatoes too. So this is the second one of those large beds, like I said, on the other side, that I'll probably continue to grow until, you know, whatever. But they have carrot seeds in here. That's why you see the shade cloth. I'm trying to keep it wet because there's a lot of carrots over here. I think it's 3 different varieties. And I'm really hoping I get like those big, beautiful purple carrots with the orange center. They were so good juice. I just really want those. So yeah, that's what's going over here, going down. And I think it's garlic on the end. I never got the onion bulbs. My friend said they have them at Sam's for like $10 and just go grab them. I don't know. I might go to Sam's today. I just didn't want to spend any money. Y'all know that. So I might do that and get the onions because I really want to grow onions, y'all. I want to grow onions. So, not just the green onions. So we'll go by there and see. Or I'll call Sam's and see if they still have them. I just don't know about those bags, but we'll see. Anyway, the last ruella I have, and there's about 50 plants here, and so we're going to take this up. I'm going to put some in the front, some more along that fence line, and then this will be another empty pot. And this is the pot that last black tub is going to be used for when we replant our tree. Now the only reason why I got rid of some of the black tubs is because they have big, huge holes in them from them cracking during the weather or whatever. And then one of them I'm going to use for like storage in the garage or something like that. And I'll keep another one that's not so cracked for just in case. But for right now, I just want to switch them out because they're cracked. That's all. Anyway, but they did fine for me. As you see, we have fruit. But these ruella plants are definitely going to be out this pot and over there sometime soon. All right, y'all. So that is the garden. That's everything that's growing. That's everything that's been seeded. Everything I'm waiting to grow. Everything I've dug up and are repotted. That is my garden. So every week I see something different. And that's why I like these videos, because I get to see what's going on in the garden and how things are changing, you know, by looking back on old videos or whatever. I just, yeah, like to see the growth. So I'm super excited about all of the like container gardening I have going on. And yeah, eventually the roselle will be gone. It's about that time. I would say probably before the end of the month it's going to be gone. And as long as we still have these warm temps though, it is what it is. So we've been cleaning up a lot. Just trying to clean up things, get things situated back here so that everything is a movable garden. That's what I'm calling it. It's like a movable garden. If you move, you can take it with you, type of thing. Now this back row right here is, like I said, it's all flowers, and it's actually going to bring a ton of pollinators next year for us, and I'm super excited about that. No more planting in ground. No more planting in ground. Not right now. I have to be somewhere permanent to do that again, where I can permanently have things. I already have a whole mock-up of what I want. Like if I had it to put somewhere, I have the whole mock-up right here and on paper how I would like my garden to be. But I'm just excited to be able to grow in these containers. I'm excited to be able to work with like VegoGarden, to work with Greenstalk, and it's just been amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Tomorrow's video will be inside in the kitchen. I have a surprise for y'all. We're gonna do some things with some leftover pumpkins that someone gave me, and yeah, stay tuned for that. But I will see you all on the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video. Happy Thursday. Hope you got out, got in the sun, either in your garden, got your walk or something. Get your steps. Get your steps. The new information says 7K. Everybody used to say 10K. No, it's 7K steps. is what you need daily to to maintain or whatever. So you're so loud. But anyway, I'm about to go in here and get me some more of this hibiscus off this plant. And I will see y'all on the next video. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to email me if you need some seeds, and I'll let you know. I've already weighed them. Yeah, email me. See y'all later. Peace and blessings.